Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd. I'm your host Mikey. Today is my own design. It is a bucket hat. I like my hats not to be overly big at the brim so that it doesn't interrupt with me performing whatever I'm needed to perform. So if I'm working in the garden, I don't want it flopping in my face, but there's concessions that you can make the brim longer. You'll have more yarn on the yarn ball to be able to do that if you wish. So I think it's more of a personal preference. So I designed it for me and I think it's fun. And we have to go settle down that dog. So we're work in progress right here at home. Hi, I'm Mikey from the Crochet Crowd, and thank you so much for joining our channel today. I'm here to inspire you and create magic with your crochet hook. Are you ready to play?
Oh yeah, sounds good.
Let's get. Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd with my friends at yarnspirations.com. The adult bucket hat is a design by me, and it's double stranding here the Bernat Softee Cotton. Softee Cotton is one of my favorite yarns, and here's what it looks like in a blue format, just like you see. And there's some stragglers on the table. And this hat, because it's double thickness, it has a bit of weight to it, which I appreciate as a hat. It's got a bit of texture and it's nice and easy repeats as well. So we're going to be using a 5mm size H crochet hook, and I am double stranding. Now with this particular hat, you can double strand using one ball if you wanted to from the inside and from the outside together as one, and then you can just work through that and be able to do that. Or if it's easier for you, you can just grab two balls and just use the strand from each ball if you don't want to worry about too much. So let's begin and let's start the adult bucket hat now. Let's start off with the magic ring. What I want you to do is put two fingers out, get the stragglers, and I want you to just take the yarn that's leading to the ball and wrap it around your two fingers and cross over the middle where they come together. I'll show you one more time. So two fingers in the front and then cross over. So you need to sneak up underneath this strand here. Notice what side of the crossing I'm getting that on, and I need you to scoop this yarn and pull through. And just carefully just slide your fingers out, and using the two strands, just keep them on top and just chain one to hold everything together for you. When you crochet the first round, you want to go over top of the two strands here and the ring, and then therefore it's usable. Let's begin round number 1. To begin round number 1, you're not going to chain 3. I don't want you to. I just want you to start double crocheting into the ring, and I need you to do 10 double crochets right into the center of the ring. So we make sure we go up over the top of those two stragglers that are holding. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And before you go too much further, I want you to verify that you can actually see 10 double crochets. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Once you can see 10, pull this, but not all the way, and just pull that and remove your hook. Turn it over to the back side and continue to pull that straggler closed, and this will close down the center of the top of your hat. Using a tapestry hook, needle, I want you to hide in the ends, and when I say hide, I don't mean just put it in there and hope for the best. I want you to put it onto the needle, and when you go through, you have to be able to lock this in. So you want to go through, and I'm still looking at the back, and it's okay to be splitting fibers. You really want to, because magic circles or magic rings can fall out. So if you're lazy about it, so just going back and forth a total of 3 times, and allow those little stragglers to go in between plies and so on, and making sure that you do that at least 3 times, and then you can safely cut that. If you do not secure that, this magic ring will fall out. That's a guarantee at some point. Now slip in your hook again to the two that are holding, and I want you to attach it to the 10th stitch back. If you're not sure, count it back. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and it's here. And pulling everything nice and tight, just slip stitch, and you've now completed round number 1 with a nice tight center like that. Let's continue to round number 2. Let's move on to round number 2. Chain up 3, which will count as a double crochet, and in the same one of the join I want you to place in another double crochet. I'm going to show you a cheating technique at the end of this round to prevent you from seeing massive holes in the slip stitching, and I'll show you that in a bit. But each stitch around is going to get 2 double crochets. So there's 10 stitches around, so therefore you'll have a total count of 20 double crochet. But I'll see you on the last one, because I'm gonna show you a tip to be able to hide in any gaps that appear when you do slip stitching, and I'll be right back in a moment. So if you put in 2 into each stitch, see this right here, that for new crocheters they end up with a new stitch that doesn't exist. This is not a stitch, and so I'm gonna show you, we've done 2 double crochets in each, and I'm just gonna show you what happens when you join it to the top of the first. You end up with the gap. Do you see it? It's a little bit there, and that gap will always appear. So what I'm going to tell you to do is this. On the very last stitch we have to put 2 into the same one, so start with the first one and do that as normal. And what I want to do with the second one is do a 2 together double crochet. This is a technique, this is not a stitch, and it's a 2 together double crochet, and I want to use the last stitch that I'm supposed to use. So I'm gonna wrap and go through, pull through, and pull through 2 and hold. Now I want to use this space and create a leg of a stitch but not make it count as an extra stitch. So I'm gonna wrap the hook and I'm gonna go right into that space and yarn over, pull through, and pull through 2. Once you see the 3 loops, you can yarn over and pull through all 3. So what you've done is you've still maintained that you have only 1 stitch left that you were supposed to have, so you have 2 in the last one, but we created an extra leg because when I go to now secure it to the top of the first chain 3, the gap is completely gone. It's not a miracle, it's just science. And we're going to continue to round number 3, and you can use that technique anytime you feel like it. Let's begin number 3. In round number 3 you're going to chain up 3, and you are going to double crochet into the same one of the join. The next stitch is going to be 1 double crochet by itself, and here's the repeat information for the remaining of this round. The next one will have 2 double crochets into the same stitch, and then the next one has 1. So just remember it's 2 and 1, and I'll show you that technique that I will do at the end, but there should just be 1 double crochet left over at the end, and that's just a matter of keeping in the counts, and I'll see you there in just a moment. So put me on pause. So this will be the last time I show you my technique before I just continue and I just do it on my own. So the last one is one by itself. So you got 2 and 1. So I'm gonna do my technique. So just start yarning over, pull through 2 and hold. Technically I would finish that and join, but I don't want that space. So I'm gonna yarn over and go into the space, pull through 2 and hold, and then pull through all 3, and therefore I'm not changing the counts but just filling in the space, and slip stitch it to the top of the first chain 3, and it's solid again. Let's move on to round number 4. Let's move on to round number 4. In round number 4 we're going to chain up 3, which will count as the first double crochet, and then you'll double crochet into the same one as the join. Then the next 2 double crochets will be by themselves. So we have 1 and 2. So the repeat for round number 4 is that there will be 2 double crochets in the first one, and then 2 double crochets will be by themselves, and I need you to do that all the way around for round number 4. So I'm coming around on number 4, and I'm gonna do my magic trick at the last one. So the last 2 are by themselves, but I'm applying that magic trick as I demonstrated twice before on the very last stitch, so that we'll pull it together and then join. Let's begin round number 5 next. In round number 5 you're gonna chain up 3, and double crochet in the same one as the join, and then the next 3 are gonna be by themselves. So 1, 2 and 3. Then the repeat for this whole round is going to be 2 into the next one, and then 1 double crochet into the next 3, and then need you to repeat that, and I'll see you at the end of number 5 in just a moment. I'm coming up to the end of number 5. The last 3 are by themselves, and I'm just gonna do my magic trick on the last one, and then we'll begin number 6 in just a moment. So make sure you join it, and let's start round number 6. Round number 6, chain up 3 counts as your first double, and double crochet into the same one as the join. Now the next 4 are going to be by itself. So we have 1, 2, 3 and 4, and here's your repeat pattern for number 6. It is 2 double crochet into the next one, and then the next 4 are by themselves. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Please do that all the way around for round number 6. I'm coming up on the end of round number 6. The last 4 by themselves, and I'm just doing my magic trick at the last one and joining it to the top of the chain 3 and moving on to round number 7 next. Number 7, chain up 1 and apply 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way around. This is part of our texturing that will be coming up, and just 1 stitch, 1 single crochet, I mean, all the way around. I'll be back in a moment. I'm coming all the way around, and you know my little trick that I have, it can also be used for single crochet to hide in that gapping space that can occur. So this is my last stitch here. I know that from experience, but if I can finish it and I can join it, and you will always see a little gap there. So if you want to do a 2 together single crochet using the last stitch and the space, therefore you can hide that too. So just going in, pull, go into the space, pull, and then yarn over, pull through everything, and then join, and that will also hide in the loose end. See? Perfect. Let's begin lucky round number 8. I want to begin number 8, and we're gonna start the crisscrossing. Right where we're sitting is the incorrect place to be sitting, and I want you to slip stitch just 1 more over, and I want you to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. I want you then to come into the stitch that is before the single crochet. See how this is the join? You don't want that. You want the actual stitch itself. Okay, so just yarning over and just going into the stitch itself. Pull through and pull through 2 and 2. It's basically a double crochet, and it's in behind. Now because I had you move over, it will make sure that you're not changing the seam line location. Now the crisscross for the remaining of this round, you're gonna skip the next one and go to the one after and double crochet, and then I want you to double crochet into the one you skipped, and I always go in behind because I find it easier. Some people argue saying that it's easier in front. If it's easier in front, just be consistent and do it the way that you prefer. See? It really doesn't matter at the end of the day. It's not a point to be fighting about. So just crisscross then. So you just skip a stitch, double in, and then come back and do the one you're skipping, and do that all the way around for lucky round number 8. So I'm coming all the way around, and I'm just doing my crisscross all the way. I would not worry about that special technique of joining, but what you do want to do is join it to the top of the chain 3. You're not joining it to the double crochet because it's technically the chain 3 should be lying in front if you were crisscrossing in the same manner. So if you were crisscrossing in the opposite direction where the second one was in front, then just handle that chain 3 in the direction that makes sense to keep it consistent. Let's now begin round number 9. Round number 9, I'm just going to explain it to you because I don't need you to count so many stitches with me on camera. I want you to chain 1, and I want you to place in 2 single crochets into the first one. I would then want you to do a total of 14 single crochets by themselves, and then that's the repeat. The next one is 2 into the same one and then 14, and you're going to do this a total of 4 times, which will increase our round from 60 double crochet to 64 single crochet, just to bounce it up a little bit bigger so that it will fit you beautifully. So right where we're sitting there was 2, then 14, 2 and 14. Please do this around for round number 9. Thank you. I don't know why I said thanks. So I'm coming around, the 14th one goes in. I can do my little special technique in order to get it to be solid at the end, and you can decide what works for you. And we're going to begin round number 10. So we're now moving on to number 10. So it's like before with the crisscross, you're going to slip stitch to the next one first, then chain 3. So 1, 2, 3, and then come back and do the one that is just right before. Okay, so it gets your first crisscross in, and then you can start crisscrossing as normal. So skip the next one, double crochet in the next one after that, and then come back and just crisscross in the same way that you have been before, and do that all the way around for round number 10. I'm coming up to the end of number 10. I would not worry about that special technique I've been showing you when it comes to these crisscrosses, just to make your life a little simpler, and make sure that you crisscross it to, or sorry, make sure that you attach it to the top of the first chain 3. Okay, so let's move on to round number 11, and we'll do that next. Round number 11, you're gonna chain up 1 and apply 1 single crochet in each stitch around, and please do that, and I'll be right back in just a moment, and we're gonna recap because you're gonna have to do 2 more rows on your own, and I'll be right back to tell you more about that as well. So 1 single crochet in each. Coming all the way around and going into my last one, doing my special little technique with my single crochet, and then attach. So let's talk about rounds number 12 and 13. 12 and 13 is a repeat of rounds number 10 and 11. So do 1 crisscross round and 1 single crochet round, and please do that now for rounds number 12 and 13, and we'll pick up and we'll start doing the brim next after that. Let's continue to do that, and I will see you back here in a moment and pick you up on round number 14. In round number 14 we're going to start doing the brim. So right where we're sitting we're going to chain 3, and we're going to, in the same one that we're doing the join, we're going to do a front post double crochet. Now because it is single crochet it's gonna be a little bit tight, but that's what you're wanting. Okay, so the next one is 1 double crochet in the front post, and here's the repeat pattern to go around. The next one will have 2 double crochets in the front post. So we have 1 and 2. So we're making the brim bigger, and then the next one's by itself as a front post double crochet. So 2 into the next, and then 1, 2 and 1, and do that all the way around, and I'll see you at the end of number 14 in just a moment. So I'm coming into my last front post double crochet, and then I'm going to join it to the top of the first chain 3. Okay, so let's talk the last 2 rounds nice and simple. Now I'm suggesting 2 rounds are left, but if you want to make it bigger and the brim to be longer, you can. I find like some of these brims in these stores are a little bit too long for me, so I decided that I'm only doing 2 more, but if you want to do more you can. So just simply just chain up 3, and for the last 2 rounds, numbers 15 and 16, it's simply just 1 double crochet in each stitch all the way around. You can use that magic trick to be able to hide in that gapping if you would like to, and please complete your last 2 rounds and try it on, see if you like it, and if you want to add more to the brim you can do another round if you want, and etc. And I'll be right back in a moment. I'm just finishing up my 16th round, and I'm doing my magic trick, and if you try it on and you want to do more, just simply just keep on going, don't not fasten off. Okay, so now I want to get rid of this yarn. I'm now completely done for myself, for my own version, and I'm going to just let that yarn just go through, and I want to turn it to the inside of the brim. Using a tapestry needle, the best thing to do is to go back and forth 3 times. The better you are if you can split the plies. So when you go through, just don't jam it between plies, actually like between the strands. Go in and snap apart those plies, and just do not mess with the outside surface, and go through once in a slightly different path, Again, don't be afraid to break apart these plies. It's harder to get out and weasel its way out if you're breaking plies apart. So 2 and then finally 3 times is a charm to be able to secure. Done. Nice and fast hat. It's almost 6 o'clock in the evening my time, and it's just been nice and easy to go. And again, not too big, not too small, and it goes with the other one that we have now. So I now have 2, and I can throw one in my charity box if I would like to, or just have options to wear here at home. This is the adult bucket hat designed by me for yarnspirations.com. We'll see you.